Hey everyone, welcome to another BCD golf video. As you can tell, I'm not at the golf course today. I am indoors. I'm here at the practice grounds in Acton, Massachusetts. Game hasn't been going that well, so I decided I'd put together a video for you all to show you kind of how I practice. Today we're working on a few things. We're gonna be here for a couple hours. It's a beautiful day outside, but sometimes you just shouldn't go to the course and you just gotta work on the game. So I'm gonna go get the Trackman set up, get myself all situated, and then we'll get started from there, and that's it. All right, we're all set up here, feeling kind of good. What is the goal for today? Well, as we've been playing, the tee game is kind of very lackluster, and my face angle control is a little bit off as well. Sometimes the trajectory is a little bit funky too. So regardless, we're basically today working on face angle and path. We're gonna work through the bag a little bit. So we're starting with a 9-iron right now. This first drill I'm going to do is basically get the club into the delivery position I want, back up a little bit, and swing through. I have this impact bag here to kind of force me to not kind of come across hit. It's very boring, but it's necessary work. This is kind of how I grind, how I work through it. So yeah, that's beautiful. That's the kind of thing I want to see. We'll slowly ramp it up as we go too. All right, that's a lot of good ones in a row. We're gonna go ahead and move this up a little bit. So we're gonna go to about 3/4 swings and see what kind of numbers we get. Basically what I like to do there is if I start seeing a pattern that I don't like, I'll move back down a step. That face was quite open. We'll hit a few more. If we see that pattern repeat itself, we're gonna go down a step. We just keep doing that until we start getting where we need to be. Now we don't care much about distance right now, just so you're all aware, right? We're just working on positions, not swinging hard, I'm not doing anything crazy. Do another one like that, I can move on. So let's see. Nope. All right, we're gonna start moving into some full swings now. Now there's a couple things that we have to work on here. In particular, I have a tendency to do this early extension move. Basically kind of thrust towards the ball a little bit. I need to get this hip out of the way. So we just worked on position, getting those feels. We're still gonna be thinking about those things. So we're gonna be swinging about 80%, 75%. We're not going like full power swing. We want this controlled, but we're gonna go all the way to the top and let it come out. Very close club face. That can happen for me. Just so you all know, we're currently fitting me for new irons. I got these a few years ago. My swing was a lot slower, but these are regular shafts. The tendency with regular shafts is that it will flex quite a bit so that the head will kind of close. I expect to see some closed face angle. It's a pain, but it's something I have to live with. But we want to be a little better than that. Now, that was wide open. Yeah, these face angles are not looking good. So I'll do 2 more shots like this. If it doesn't work, we're gonna go back to the 3/4. Oops. Caught the impact bag, but face angle much better. So at least we got that. All right, I'm gonna turn off the camera here. I'm gonna go back to the 3/4 swing, but it's boring to show you guys that. So I can go back to that, get this full swing kind of dialed in here.
20 minutes later.
All right, we're still grinding here. I'm having some trouble with this, but that's okay. One thing to understand when you're practicing like this to this level, of like intricacy and details. It's very frustrating, to say the least. Like that's gonna miss a green right there, so that's not what I want to see. Those are the numbers we want to see, minus the hitting it way off the toe. Oops, hit the impact back. 3 degrees across is not allowed. That was a good one. This place is either haunted or there's someone else here, but I don't know. Just like that. I also, Trackman indoors is not horribly reliable. I sort of disagree with the face angle on that. Just so you guys understand time, I've been at the 9-iron here for an hour now. It's a lot of time to devote to a 9-iron when I have other stuff to do. So I may have to quit the 9-iron at some point here soon. Cross. That was the best one yet. We're moving on. We have to. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I hit one good. Okay, end it. No, that was terrible. But we have time. We don't have endless amounts of time. So we're gonna go into the 5-iron now. Same drills, longer club. It should kind of expose more weaknesses. Like I'm hitting, you know, 7 feet behind the ball, but it's fine. So we feel pretty good about this. Now we're gonna go up to our 75% swing. Wide. All right, now we're into the full swing 5-iron. We're gonna see how it goes. Trackman data has gotten a little weird and kind of stopped calculating anything regarding the club. So that's not great, but we'll see what happens. Like that was wide open. So we really got to feel now like our hands are getting in the slot. I like this drill for this, a split grip. Get it up to the top, slam it down. Up to the top, slam it down. That's the feeling I want. Like that. I don't know about that path. Again, right now we don't care how much, we're just trying to get that path where we want it. Money. We love to see it. All right, so here we are. We are at the end of the practice session. We're going to be working on driver. So one of the things to note about this driver, this is a high MOI driver, and part of the way that they do that is they kind of increase spin. So for slower swing speeds, these drivers help people get a little bit more distance because they'll launch the ball a little higher and so on and so forth. Well, I got this when my swing speed was around, I think I would max out at about 101 or so. Now I max out around 112. So this has become a very difficult club for me to hit. I get huge dynamic loft numbers that are way too high. I have this currently turned down to an 8.5. It's the lowest I can get it. When you lower, the face opens. So my face is also open by about 3 degrees. Now, as you saw with my irons, an open face is a problem I already have. So I'm starting at a 3-degree disadvantage. So we're looking at other models right now and trying to work through some lower spin models to help me increase my distance off of these. But this is what I have right now. But we're gonna go ahead and do the best we can with this, and we're just working on controlling that face angle and getting some awareness of it. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna start bringing it up a little bit. Not good face control, so let's try and square that face up here. Okay, we can start cranking up the pace a little bit here again. This is why we do it slow. It helps us get things in. If you're just doing full driver swings all day, it's hard to we gotta feel that slot. Oh boy. Let's just try to get 3 positive paths in a row. Let's start cranking it up. There we go. Now we got it. All right, now we can start swinging, baby. So these numbers are gonna be messy, we know that. And we're doing this, rotate, swing. That's our feel is this, rotate. That's what we want, hands ahead. Or you can just hit the hosel. So we're still not at full swing speed yet. We're just working on getting those numbers where we want them. Let's try to get up to 105, which is generally my play swing speed. Yeah, we're getting to play speed. So that's a negative path. We don't want to see that. Let's try this again. Too much spin, and now you're seeing 250 yards. And that's the thing. So these are the numbers I want to see. It's just not, that spin rate is way too high. But all of these things are good numbers. The face angle, it says closed, but in the graphic it's open. I don't really understand what that means. There, now we got that hip back. That's a little better stroke. All right, so sometimes, yeah, are the results what we want? Not always, but one thing that's important to me when I'm practicing, I don't want to pay attention to result. I want to pay attention to execution. My job as the golfer is to take this club and present it to the ball in the best way possible. Once that happens, everything is out of my control. A little better, but you know, we still lose it. That should have been in. That felt like it was a slot. But yeah, these numbers are pretty good, right? We were 0.4. Club face angle's not great, but you know, with a 3-degree open face, if I'm hitting a neutral face, we're at 0.6 degrees. We have a very different situation. We still want to control this face, because that will teach us to control other driver faces, but yeah. I think that was a good one. We're feeling good about these things. I'm gonna go on to my last part. All right, so I spent a bunch of time here today. We've worked on getting into the delivery position. We got our driver out. It's time to do a little speed training. We're just gonna see how high up we can get. Can we get to 112? I don't care about ball speed today. I actually don't think this Trackman is being very accurate today, so I'm not gonna bother with that. But let's go with the swing speed. Let's see if we can break 112. 113 is PGA Tour average. That's where we wanna get to. So we're gonna still try to focus on that path. We don't care where the ball ends up. We wanna try to think about focusing on that path and everything else. There we go. Now we have our club head speed right in the middle for you. A little quicker now, get that heart rate up, really get this speed going. See, and that's one of the ones I'm talking about. All those numbers are good. We have a face to path, 0.3 degrees. There's no way that thing is hitting a fairway. Why? 4,700 spin. 109. 110, there we go. Let's get close. What is it? Oh, 113. We did it, baby. That's what I love to see. 300 yards. Come on, let's see what we can get. I think the highest I've gotten is 116. I don't think today's the day. That was not good. It's gotta be near it. Come on. Oh, come on. I think I'm done. Oh, I think 113 is it. Oh. We did it. Freaking did it. Whew. Oh, I'm exhausted. It's pretty good. We kept that club path where we wanted it. We were swinging extra hard. These are the kind of numbers I want to see. I'm pretty thrilled about it. Hope you guys are too. As always, if you like the video, hit that like button. feel free to throw on that subscribe button, turn on those notifications as well. That helps me out. It helps me feel good about what I'm doing because I'm trying here and I'm putting myself out there, and it's great to see the people react and appreciate it. And it's been great. It's been fun. I love it. And I'll see you guys in the next BCD Golf video.